Hello, I'm Jimmy Hassan. Join me on the next episode of Community Voices when my guest MP Mark Gerretsen will talk about how our government is dealing with our soaring economy, housing and healthcare crisis, and immigration issues. What is the plan of the federal government and how you are fighting for Kingston, all those issues we are facing here, such as housing, healthcare, and the shortage of doctors especially?
Jimmy, I would say that when it comes to those social programs and the safety nets and the people that are falling through the cracks, as you indicated, I think what it all really comes down to is fairness. And we have to ensure that everybody has the same opportunities. Now, different people might succeed in different regards, but at least at the core of it is about opportunity. And I think that one of the incredibly Canadian things that we can pride ourselves on is people having opportunities to do things. And therefore, it's really important that we give people those opportunities by creating a fair and equal playing fields in terms of people's abilities to, chase after the passions that they want, go down and into the career paths that they want. And, that's where this all comes from. So when you talk about housing, when you talk about healthcare, these might be provincial issues, but the federal government is going to be there. The federal government has been there to make sure that municipalities and the provinces have the resources that they need, whether it's through the health accord or through the specialized housing programs that we've had, and we'll continue to do that. But again, I come back to this idea that it's about fairness. It's about creating opportunities for everybody to be able to prosper and to succeed.
Yeah. And last couple of years, be honest, and I witnessed that you have been fighting very hard for Kingston, and you have been trying to bring the much funding is possible from many sources available through the federal government. May I ask you to highlight how much the money so far you have brought it to Kingston to fight the biggest issue we facing as a Kingstonian is the homelessness?
Yeah, well, definitely. So there's a few different ways that the federal government helps with homelessness. First, there's building housing. The federal government has been involved in, I believe at this point, it's since I was elected, 12 different affordable housing projects in the city. Now, some of those might just be a few units, and some are the big new development on Princess Street, 1316 Princess Street, that will be soon housing individuals. And I think we're about to announce a 13th project next week. So when it comes from an affordable housing perspective, that the federal government has been there to build infrastructure. And to be completely honest, Jimmy, this is quite unique. When I was on city council and when I was mayor, there was no money from the federal government for housing. The little bit of money that we did get came from the provincial government. And now we're seeing a completely different dynamic. And that's where the federal government, who traditionally never really worked directly with municipalities, is now saying, okay, province of Ontario, if you don't want to be part of the solution, then we're going to go directly to the municipalities. And that's what we've done throughout the entire country, not just Ontario. So you have the federal government coming to the city of Kingston saying, okay, let's work together. And that's where all these projects have come from. In addition to that, there's the Housing Accelerator Fund that you would know about from being on council. And this is about the federal government saying to the municipal government, we will help you unlock money to grow your housing supply, but you need to come to the table too. So as you would know, the federal government said you need to start allowing people to build fourplexes because we can house more people through that manner. You need to do various different initiatives to get red tape removed and to spur development in our communities. So that's on the housing side of it. Now there's also the homeless side of it, and I think that there's different ways that we can look at homelessness, but I think that unless we're ready to have an honest conversation about how it connects to mental health and addictions, we won't fully be trying to deal with the problem. So in those regards, at the federal level, we've set up a new ministry for the first of its kind in Canada on mental health specifically, to help understand and tackle the problem of mental health, addictions, and how that ties into homelessness. so that we can help people. Like there are a lot of people out there that need a home, and when they have a home, they have a nice place, a good place to start and to build their life from there. But there are other people that even if they had the physical home, it's not enough, because what they also need is they need the supports because of various different mental health and addiction issues that they're facing. So we can't look at this as we just need to build houses and people will go live there. In many situations, when we're talking about homeless people in our community, we also have to talk about the mental health aspects of this. So, the federal government, once again, as I said, is there. The ministry has been created. Money, funneled through the provincial governments has been put into place. It's not an easy issue to tackle, but it is one that we need to tackle.
Community is at the heart of what we do. This is YourTV, truly local.